controversial Desert Storm memorial could find a new home.
Columbia police respond to 3 shots fired calls last night. Hear from police who say one man was shot in the upper torso.
And a woman who lost everything in the flood of '93 recovers some memories from the earth.
And we are live in Lake Mikey for tonight's Backyard Barbecue. I've got your forecast coming up. KRCG 13 live at 6 starts right now.
Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 live at 6.
Good evening. Boone County officials want the public's input on whether to move a controversial Desert Storm memorial.
The memorial has attracted criticism for including a Christian symbol while sitting on government property. KRCG 13's Garrett Bergquist joins us live from Columbia to explain what county officials currently have in mind.
Megan and Kermit, the County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing tonight on the fate of the Desert Storm Memorial. Now, the current memorial includes an ichthus, a Christian fish symbol, at its base, and a Washington, D.C.-based lobbying group has claimed that that violates the separation of church and state. County officials say the Columbia Cemetery Association has agreed to display the memorial in a historic cemetery if the county decides to relocate it. That would let the ichthus be displayed because it would no longer be on government property. The commission would then try to raise private funds for a new memorial to honor recent military conflicts, including Desert Storm. That memorial would not include any religious iconography. The public hearing starts at 7 o'clock, and we will have a full report for you coming up tonight at 10. For now, live at the Boone County Courthouse, Garrett Bergquist, KRCG 13.
All right, thanks, Garrett. In other news tonight, Columbia police responded to 3 calls involving gunfire Monday night and early this morning. They're still investigating when and where a man was shot. KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt has more from one of the crime scenes.
Police say the victim is in serious condition. Detectives have few details about the shooting because the victim is unable to give them any information. Officers found the 22-year-old gunshot victim at a local emergency room where he arrived in a personal vehicle about 9:30 on Monday night. Police do not believe the wounded man has a connection to 2 other shots fired calls that happened just hours before and after the victim showed up at the hospital. The first happened at 7 p.m. on Monday night in the 1300 block of Hickam Drive. Police say suspects shot at each other from 2 moving vehicles.
And one unoccupied vehicle that was parked in the street was struck by at least 1 bullet.
The other shots fired call came in at 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday when police responded to multiple reports of shots fired near Providence Road and Worley Street. Police say several black males were seen running from the area before police arrived at the crime scene. Officers found 15 shell casings on 4th Street near Providence and Worley. Police do not know whether the 3 incidents are related.
We are receiving phone calls when the shots fired are happening. We just need more information about what people see with vehicles either in the area before the shots fired or after they've already heard the shots fired.
Columbia police told us they have no further information on these 3 shootings. Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13, Columbia.
Anyone with information is asked to contact the Columbia Police Department, or you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 875-TIPS to remain anonymous.
And now, your KRCG 13 Storm Vision first weather.
We are live tonight in Lake Mikey for our backyard barbecue with the Jefferson City Hy-Vee and the Missouri Beef Council. We've got Chef Gerardo on the grill frying up, and not really frying, but grilling up some vegetables tonight. Tonight's menu: Philly cheesesteaks. We got some good stuff going on there. Hey, if you've been outside, you've seen sort of the hazy conditions. That is actually due to some wildfires that are burning out across parts of western Canada, and that's caught in the jet stream and blowing right over central Missouri. That's allowed for somewhat of a bright sunset last night, some bright reds, and even some of the moon last night, and even early this morning, another sunrise. We are going to find the haze moving east over the next really 24 hours. We'll find more cloud cover here later on tonight. That cloud cover will bring a chance for some rain after midnight. Some of that rain already entering northern Missouri across the Iowa state line. It's been another warm afternoon, a little bit bit on the humid side. Temperatures have been in the lower 80s. It's 82 degrees right now in Jefferson City. Columbia at 80 degrees. Rolla also at 80 degrees. In the lake, you are at 82. So we will find showers and thunderstorms later on tonight, mainly after midnight. And we'll find temperatures in the 60s when you wake up tomorrow morning. And we could be talking about the potential for some more heavy rainfall, and that could lead to some localized flooding across the area. We'll talk a little bit more detail on that potential coming up in your full 7-day forecast.
All right, thanks, Zach. The Missouri Supreme Court today validated the results of elections last year on farming rights and gun rights. At the same time, they upheld the right to challenge ballot language even after an election is held. In separate decisions, the court said that the Second Amendment question on the August 2014 ballot title was not insufficient nor unfair by not referencing the provisions regarding strict legal scrutiny, concealed weapons, or ammunition and accessories. Likewise, the right to farm ballot language was deemed to be sufficient and fair, despite not pointing out that gardeners and ranchers were not necessarily protected. In both cases, the language was challenged after voters had gone to the polls.
Cole County Judge John Beadham is weighing whether to allow Governor Jay Nixon to sign off on plans to build a new stadium for the St. Louis Rams. A group of state lawmakers this morning argued that Nixon and officials who oversee the current Rams stadium are overstepping their authority. Nixon and others want to keep the Rams in St. Louis or attract another team if owner Stan Kroenke moves the franchise to L.A., which could happen as early as next year. The lawmakers say Nixon has misused taxpayer money to plan and promote a new stadium. Lawyers for the governor want the case dismissed. Beadham did not indicate when he will rule. A Callaway County woman today experienced an emotional reunion. It was with something she lost more than 2 decades ago and which seems to have defied the odds to survive.
An entire generation of young adults has grown up in mid-Missouri with no real memory of these images of the 1993 flood, nor of the community of homes and businesses known as Cedar City that existed near the bridge between Callaway and Cole counties. That includes these young people working for Jefferson City Parks and Recreation. They are building a pavilion and sidewalks in the public commons area where dozens of homes once stood.
I think it was last week when we started building this trail back here, and we just saw a picture of a woman carrying her baby.
The crew found half a dozen photos in the dirt and brought them to the Parks and Recreation office, which posted a couple on Facebook.
My husband's daughter called and said, Patty needs to look at Facebook.
The photos belong to former Cedar City resident Patty Green. They are of her daughter, who passed away last year, and her granddaughter, who is now grown with a family of her own. Green says she had placed the photos up high, but not removed them from the house, never expecting the flood to destroy the community.
I'm glad they found them.
That reconnects you to
my daughter.
Yeah.
I promised I wouldn't cry.
Patty Green knows the workers could have ignored the photos and let them be hauled away with the excess dirt.
When I go home, I'll need to stop by there and thank them. I appreciate them. I really do. It's amazing.
Film prints, even instant ones, are known to last for decades, but usually that requires protection from exposure to light and to moisture. Well, we are not in line for any flooding such as we saw in '93, but there is rain in the forecast.
Zach.
And now, your KRCG 13 Storm Vision Forecast with Zach Paul.
Welcome back to the Backyard Barbecue tonight in Lake Mikey. Another wonderful setting here with the Missouri Beef Council, your Jefferson City Hy-Vee, and we've got the Bateman family here. Steve Bateman is the winner. Again, congratulations. You have got an interesting crew here.
Yes, I do. I've got a lot of my neighbors. We're kind of having a block party.
A block party. Well, it's a good one. We got the food. We've got some good snacks on the grill. Of course, why don't you go through and introduce us to everybody?
Okay, this is my wife, Nancy. And
glad you got that one right.
Yeah, that's everybody else I don't know. But this is Linda and Betty and Kathy and Lynn and Jerry and Marcia And this is our host, Virginia. She's 100 years old. And over here, I have my daughter, Nikki, and her husband, Levi, and their 2 kids, Connor and Paige. And I think Paige is going to help you with the weather a little bit.
We are, and I think we might even get Connor to help out here, too.
Oh, that would be nice.
Very cool. I know we've got helpers every week, and you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Read the almanac for us. What was today's high temperature?
83.
83. And Connor, how about the low? What was today's low temperature?
68.
68. Very good. Have we had any rain today?
No rain.
No rain. No rain. We have rain coming, though, don't we?
Yes.
Good. You were paying attention earlier today. That's what we want. There is rain coming, folks. Again, temperatures overall a little bit below the average, a little warm on your start this morning, a little cool for the afternoon, and that's largely in part because we've had that haze in the air. Again, some of that smoke from the wildfires in Canada limiting the amount of sunshine we got today, so that limits the amount of heat we get. Here's what it looks like on the satellite as far as right now, at least over the last 6 hours. We are finding the haze actually beginning to move off to the east a little bit more. That'll be some good news if you suffer from allergies and things like that, respiratory problems. That'll help clean out the air. We'll find more cloud cover and rain moving back into the forecast. And of course, the rain will also help clean out some of that air. As far as some of the potential for rain, it could be significant as we look late tonight into the day on your Wednesday. As far as temperatures, as mentioned, it's been on the cooler side. Still a little bit of hazy conditions. Low to mid 80s right now. 83 degrees in Fulton. Versailles at 84. Dixon right now, you're checking in at 81. Here is a live look over Jefferson City. A hazy sky on our Scruggs Lumber camera. Temperature right now in Jefferson City at 82 degrees with a west wind at 7 miles per hour. Here's the big picture. Clouds continue to drop south out of Iowa, bringing some rain showers. Extreme northern Missouri right now. Those rain chances for mid-Missouri are going to pick up, especially after midnight tonight. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. One cold front sliding through. That will swap with a warm front later on this week, but that will also focus that shower and thunderstorm activity in the mid-Missouri area for the next couple of days. Potentially some heavy rain for Wednesday, and that'll continue into the early morning on your Thursday. And for some areas, we could find quite a bit of rainfall, but we will start to find some drier conditions by Thursday afternoon. 1 to 3 inches widespread across mid-Missouri, across areas, especially here in the Missouri River Valley. That could lead to some more localized flooding. Flash flood watches are out for areas. Again, that flash flood watch goes until 7 o'clock on your Thursday morning. So temperatures tomorrow morning will be in the mid to upper 60s, maybe some areas close to 70 degrees, depending on the cloud cover we have. It'll be a warmer start and not bad tomorrow afternoon, fairly mild, but we will find rain showers in the area. You'll need the umbrellas. Highs right around 80 degrees. We'll continue to find those heavy showers going into your Thursday morning. We'll start to find, as mentioned, drier skies for Thursday afternoon, evening. Still have a slight chance we could pick up a spot shower or two Thursday. That'll continue into Friday as well, and we'll continue with those hit-and-miss showers as we get into your 4th of July weekend, but it won't be a washout. You can expect to find plenty of dry time this weekend. We are in Lake Mikey. It is your backyard barbecue. We'll see what the food looks like coming up a little bit later in the show. Back to you.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Zach. Well, the 4th of July is this weekend, and you may have heard more pops and bangs in your neck of the woods.
But the explosions may bring on a mental disorder for one part of the population. That story next on KRCG 13, live at 6. The 4th of July, healthcare officials encourage fireworks users to be mindful of veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder.
KRCG 13's Ashley Zavala spoke with a psychologist about the holiday and the disorder.
We spoke with a psychologist at the Harry S. Truman VA Hospital about post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD, is a mental health condition veterans can develop after they experience war and combat. In general, PTSD is often developed after a traumatic or terrifying event. This Facebook photo gone viral shows a veteran posing with a sign that reads, "A combat veteran lives here. Please be courteous with fireworks." Doctors say the sound of fireworks is similar to that of gunshots. Therefore, it can trigger symptoms of PTSD, such as panic and emotional distress.
Most veterans have experienced the 4th of July before and kind of recognize what some of their reactions tend to be and what the triggers tend to be, that sort of thing. Over the long run, it can be beneficial to seek treatment if it continues to be a problem.
Doctors suggest deep breathing and muscle relaxation techniques if PTSD symptoms are triggered this weekend. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Ashley Zavala.
Ashley, thank you. The Royals look to get even with the Astros tonight.
And the Cardinals return to the field for some interleague play. Rod joins us next with sports.
Welcome back to our backyard barbecue. We're going to talk baseball in a little moment. We'll check to see if we've got Cardinals or Royals fans here. But first of all, the beef is on the grill right now. Chef Gerardo from your Jefferson City Hy-Vee has been hard at work. We'll show you that in a little bit. But Taylor Tuttle is here with the Missouri Beef Council to educate us again this week about the importance of beef.
That's right. This week, our nutrient that we're focusing on is riboflavin, and it's important because it helps convert food into fuel. So if you're looking to energize your diet or to fuel your lifestyle, beef is the answer. And if you want more information on beef and a healthy diet, you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Beef Council.
Riboflavin.
Riboflavin or flavin, however you want to say it.
Okay, super. Hey, thanks, Taylor, very much for helping us out here. Here we are with our friends at Lake Mikey, Steve Bateman and friends. How many Cardinals fans do we have in the crowd? Okay. Now let's hear it for the Royals. All right, slanted towards the Cardinals, I'm afraid so. Baseball tonight, Cardinals back in action. After sweeping the Cubs, they're now taking on the White Sox. Chicago White Sox coming to St. Louis for tonight. Lance Lynn gets the start at Busch Stadium. Quick two-game series. Royals, meanwhile, they continue their series in Houston. Kansas City lost the opener last night, falling 6-1. The Astros are now just 2 games back of Kansas City for the best record in the American League. The Royals will send Danny Duffy to the mound tonight. And this evening, we begin our summer-long good sports segment. It's tough to beat fun at the old ballpark for these Jefferson City 4th graders. That is exactly why they play baseball, to have fun. There's one twist, though. The pitcher is a machine. But the speed of the pitches doesn't stop the kids from doing what they love, spending time with friends while playing baseball.
I really like just playing. That's the most fun.
They can get out there and really lay down for one another, you know, and not get so wrapped up in self, but to be excited at the success of another player in their team. Yeah, that excites us as coaches.
We'll have a complete story coming up tonight at 10. It's good sports, and it's summer. Also tonight, Women's World Cup semifinals. Team USA just underway with Germany. Top 2 ranked teams in the world battle it out for a spot in Sunday's final. You know, amongst our crowd here at Lake Mikey is my good friend Virginia. Virginia is going to turn 101 years old. That coming up in November, and Virginia and I have a lot in common. We both love the game of golf, don't we?
We sure do.
You played a lot of golf down where? Lake of the Ozarks, right? We have that in common, too.
And Eldon. And
you know all the courses. Not only is she a good golfer, scratch golfer. She could have beaten me quite easy in the day. She probably still beat me pretty easily. Virginia, thanks for having us here, and God bless you on 100+ years. Happy birthday, right? Yeah. All right, we'll be back with a barbecue right after this.
All right, thanks.
Zach will have a final check of our evening planner next.
Welcome back to the Backyard Barbecue in Lake Mikey tonight with our friends, the Batemans. We'll continue to find overcast skies here this evening. In fact, clouds are going to be on the increase. We'll start to see a lot more of that haze exit the area. That'll actually be replaced by actual cloud cover, and that will bring a chance for some rain and a few thunderstorms overnight. And a couple areas could find some locally heavy rainfall early tomorrow morning, especially for areas around Lake of the Ozarks. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with temperatures in the upper 60s. For the afternoon, a mild day. Highs right around 80 degrees, but we will find occasional showers with locally heavy rainfall possible through Thursday morning. As we get towards Thursday and Friday afternoon, we'll start to find those rain chances tapering off, but still going to find a couple hit-and-miss showers. Even for Friday night, Saturday, and into the weekend, we'll find plenty of dry time for the holiday weekend, so I think a lot of the displays will be okay in the evening, but we will have to contend with some showers and thunderstorms at times through the day. Again, we are in Lake Mikey tonight with the Batemans. We've got the food coming off the grill. Check out this Philly cheesesteak that Taylor was holding right now. And again, a couple of them got it. Steve, what do you think so far? How's it smell? Everything smell all right?
It smells good. These veggies look delicious.
You'll have to sample. You'll have to start biting into them. But
I'm trying to.
Okay, well, I'll leave you alone so you can get to it. Again, Gerardo, an excellent job with your Jefferson City Hy-Vee. Thanks to the Missouri Beef Council. That's it for us here in Lake Mikey. Back to you.
All right.
That did look good.
Yep. Little wet coming up, but those temperatures look good.
Yeah.
That's our report. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you right back here at 10. Have a great night.